Alright guys, so welcome back to Gamer Today. Today we're going to be talking about a new exciting game called Darwin Project. Now guys, this is a battle royale game. Yeah, it's a little bit like Fortnite, not really, because there's not really any building. It's kind of like a little MOBA kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it guys, it's like an MMORPG and in between. I know it's a weird concept, a weird idea, but it is working and it's great. The first thing you guys got to know is when you start this game, there's a bit of a tutorial and it's a bit misleading, but it will give you the basic ideas of how to play the game. You guys get to basically learn how to cut down trees and basics of how to basically build a fire, and that's important in this game. I'm gonna tell you why, because there's a cold meter, and if you don't meet that cold meter, if you just stay out in the winter, the cold, which is basically based in Canada, I know that's weird, it's not a mystical place, this is actually based in the wilderness of Canada. Weird idea for a battle royale game, weird idea for a game in general, but anyways, basically you need to build fires and need to get basically trees. Trees are a scarce resource in this game, and you're gonna find out. Now there's different ways with depending on which character you're using. You might be able to inspect a tree if it was broken and find out where the other player is who broke that tree. But that's again based on the class that you choose. There are 3 of them. And we're going to talk about those shortly. Basic idea of the tutorial is a little misleading. Not gonna lie, it's not a great tutorial, but it's an okay tutorial. Confused the living hell out of me. But it did teach me a little bit about these special abilities. And each class has 3 different special abilities, essentially. But there are more things that you can do with those characters, even if the special abilities are different. But all that being said, getting into this is going to be a little complicated. For those of you guys coming from a game like Fortnite, this game has a lot more to offer in certain aspects, but again, less in other aspects. There are no building mechanics, essentially. You can't build a freaking wall, you can't build staircases, there's nothing along those lines. So don't get too excited, kids. I know you're like, oh my god, Fortnite version 2. This is not it. This is a totally different game from the ground up. And guys, there's tons of different battle royale games out there. You guys know it. I put them on the channel. You guys have seen them. But this is a bit different. All of this is a little complicated and it is a little overwhelming at first, but it's rather fun once you get the hang of it. Now guys, this game is super overcomplicated in a way, but it's also very simple. It just takes a bit of know-how in a little video to tell you how to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, the tutorial is complete trash at the end of the day. It's not bad, but it doesn't teach you the basic mechanics of each 3 classes, and that is a game-breaking flaw right there. And I know they're gonna fix it down the line, I know they can make it better. Tutorials, you know, this game just released, guys. It's not been on very long. It's been very, just basically undercover. No one even knows it exists. You guys watching this are in the in crowd. Thank you guys. Welcome to Gamer Today. But what I'm telling you guys is, this game is a lot to offer. It's very fun, but it's a very hard game to get the hang of. It's a very hard game to master. Now, for those of you guys coming from something like Fortnite, this game doesn't have the customization you might expect. It's very bare bones, very basic. You do get some extra perks and doodads, but basically the character won't look exactly like you. And again, Fortnite doesn't have a character that looks exactly like you either. You're not that cool. Don't act so important, come on now. But anyways, getting down to the point, the customization of the character and the weapons are not that exciting. Speaking of weapons, there's only 2 weapons. You either have your axe or you have a bow. It's very bare bones basic. No joke intended, but yes, kind of intended. Anyways, going on forward, I don't think anything's really that exciting about the customization, and you have to spend real world money to really unlock some of this stuff, sort of. But here's the deal, guys. You can unlock some of this stuff while playing the video game itself, and that is kind of cool, just like any free-to-play game. But I think the mainstay of this game is basically the hats. The hats are what going to separate you from any other player, and whether that's a good thing or not is up to you. But also make sure to change your hair, because the hair is kind of basic early game, and I want to look like myself, and this kind of does look like me. Not really, my hair's way better, come on now. But now guys, there's one game-breaking flaw to this game, and I know it's going to push a lot of you away from this. You can't really play this game with your friends. Guys, it's solo-based only. That's a big flaw. Now, it might not be a flaw to some of you guys watching, because some of you guys don't want to play with your friends. Maybe you want a game that you don't have to play with your friends that's still battle royale. Well, this is a game like that. In Fortnite, people are like, hey, why don't we just play duos? You're like, I don't want to play duos, dude, you suck. Well, you never say that. You just kind of keep it under the bush. Well, this is a game where you can get away with that because there's only solo play allowed. Now, that's a big flaw too, because those of you who have friends or just want to play with other people, this game doesn't really allow you to do that. But it does make up for it, guys, in a big way. I don't know why, and I don't know when this is going to start, but basically the people who are making this game are actually narrating over your game playing. They're telling you whether you're doing good or bad, and they're kind of giving you perks because of it. Sometimes you'll hear announcers basically say, hey, the next kill gets a certain award. Don't expect much, but hey, it's going to be something cool.
How's it going out there? What's happening? Alright, look, here's how it goes. Next couple of kills, get a reward. Alright? but don't expect too much.
And I thought all these game things were like, I thought all this audio was like voice over recorded, you know, something like pre-recorded vocals. But it's not, guys. It is not. These are live vocals. So whoever has made this game has decided to continue to watch the game player and basically watch who's playing the game and basically narrate over it.
This is it. This is it. There can only be one winner, so the rest of you play this whole game to be a loser. Who's the winner? Because the rest is losers.
And that is hilarious to me, because it kind of feels like an arcade experience, even though it's not. It is very exciting in itself. It feels like every time you play this game, you're part of some, extraordinary event. It feels like you're part of like E3 or something. It is some crazy deal. And I love it, because when you do get a win, even though this game is balls to the wall hard, at least at first, it may not be hard on the long straw of the thing, but it is quite hard to get the hang of it in the beginning. This game really nails it out of the park, and the fact that these guys actually narrate over it is insane. It is totally cool, and I really can't get over it. I love it. It's totally cool. Anyways, guys, you need to try it for yourself to see what I'm talking about. It can be kind of a dishman, if you will. It's kind of a bit of a problem. If you're not a good player, they will talk trash to you. But not so much trash that it's like, oh god, why is he talking like that to me? Oh my god, I'm never going to play this game again. No! I know some of you crybabies out there will be like that. But this game is a lot of fun, guys. It is so hilarious. Now, guys, at the end of this video, I'm going to let you see all my gameplay as much as you want to, at least. Or I'm going to probably put it in a separate video so you can see the entire clip of how bad I did. But I'm going to let you see some of it here, and you can get the idea from my winning gameplay what the experience is like when you do good in this game.
Darwinian shipment has arrived.
This is it. This is it. Who's the loser? Who's the loser?
You get to live another day.
Hey, good job. Good job. Good job.
And it's totally cool. It's really arcadey, it's really out there. But anyways, guys, we need to talk about the class systems now. The class systems, there are 3 classes, guys. Now, I don't know the name of them. They got this guy with this, like, pigeon thing, okay? And I didn't do too well with him because his playstyle wasn't my playstyle. And the first thing I noticed when I came into the world of the game is I can't cut down any tree I want. I can only cut down the trees that look like sticks. So when I first loaded into the game, I saw a bunch of trees. I thought, well, I'm going to cut them down. Well, that does not happen. This is not Fortnite. Of course not. Why would you cut a tree, right? Well, the only idea is you got to cut the stick-looking trees, the little thin trees. Those are the only trees you can get. Then there's these glowy orb things. Well, what do? They give you your superpowers, essentially. They give you different abilities that you can use, and it's called basically, I don't even know, Darwinism, coins or something, Darwin, I don't know, Darwinite, I really don't know. It's some sort of made-up material that you can use to use your superpowers. So, of course, you are a superhuman, and you've got some special suit that gives you these superhuman abilities, and you can battle with him in Battle Royale. But once you get the hang of that, and you understand the basics of the concept, which is really that, all you do is collect special orbs of Darwinism and Darwinite, I don't know what it's called, those glowy things, and some tree. You gotta keep warm, build some arrows, and use your special abilities to gain a win. That's really all it is. Keep secret, keep hidden, and that's really it. Now, the big problem as well, I should mention, is the HUD or the minimap. It is a little confusing. When the map starts to close into you, basically when they say a sector of the map is closing in, something like Pubg, for instance, part of the map is now no longer valid. You're gonna die if you stay there. You can't stay there. You're gonna die. Well, it's very complicated to get out of there. I know I say complicated. You know what I mean. It's very complicated to get out of there, and it can be very tricky using that HUD minimap, and it can confuse you because all the red and the blue is good, the red is bad. It's pretty common sense, but it can get very confusing until you see that red and the blue. And then on top of that, being different types of character classes, like the guy with the jetpack, you can kind of drive over things. things, and you don't really need to worry so much like other classes do. And that's a bit of a problem. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it can be kind of complicated to deal with that. If you want such an easy game, use the guy who has a jetpack. That's basically the idea of it. And that's going to come down to you. What is your playstyle? Are you very aggressive or are you passive aggressive? I'm passive aggressive. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm mad. I don't know. But anyway, no, seriously, talking about the game though, if you're a passive aggressive player, the guy with the bubble and all that stuff is probably the best class for you. And now one thing you guys might underestimate is the power of the snowball. You guys are in Canadian wilderness. You need to use snowballs to get basically, their frost up, which means make them cold, make them suffer, make them feel the cold of the Canadian wilderness. And if you're not from Canada, if you've never been to Canada, well, I guess just explain a cold snowball to yourself. If you're based in India, some Arabic country that has no snow, I'm sorry, but snow is cold. Deal with it. Just throw them at that. In between that, throw a little, bow action, and then axe the hell out of them. It'll kill someone eventually, and that's how it goes. There are no RPGs, there are no machine guns, there's no handguns. This is all you got is a bow and an axe. This is Canadian wilderness battle royale at its finest. But anyways, guys, yes, Canada is completely cold, okay? Not every part of it, but pretty much it is a cold place to be. Well, I want you to watch some of my winning gameplay here. Honestly, I got so pump rushed, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna win! And I won! I'm like, yeah! But not really, I didn't say all that, I didn't do all that, okay? I'm an adult, I can't act like that. You kids can get away with it, you can start smashing controllers and throwing shit, but I can't do that. You do that when you're an adult, you get locked up, okay? You get put in a padded room. I can't be there, okay? That's not me, I don't want to be there. But anyways, guys, it's a very fun game and it got me pumped up. The announcer or the voice actors or whatever you call it, I don't know. The game developers who are voicing over, or the friends of the game developers, I don't know who it is, I don't care. But it's totally cool, it's totally fun. And it makes me feel good. I've got a lot of free stuff out of it as well. I got 2 awards that make my character look somewhat better, but honestly, the cape looks like shit. It's like a rain top. Why would I want a rain top over my character? That looks even worse than the original default. But anyways, if you're trying to be originally unique, it's kind of cool. And I guess there's some people like that, I don't know, not me, would appreciate that and enjoy that. But anyways, guys, speaking of different things, guys, there's different traps, there's different tripwires, smoke bombs, you name it. There's all these different things you can do. Each character class has their own little trickery skills. So basically what I've basically bred this down to is there's 2 main skills, or 3 main skills I should say, per character class, and then there's a bunch of trickster skills. Trickster skills are basically skills that you're not most likely going to use, but if you do use them, they're kind of made to get the idea of surprise on the other, person, whoever you're trying to fight. And you could be fighting multiple people at a time. I don't know what you're up against. You do, I don't. Welcome to the game. This is Darwin something. I don't know, Darwin Project? There you go, that's the name. This is Darwin Project, guys. So you need to have some fun with it. This isn't Fortnite. This is a bit ballsy idea of a battle royale game. A Fortnite battle royale game. A battle royale game at best. So what I'm going to say to you guys is, this is a good old time. You really should try it. It is a lot of fun. Honestly, get into it while it's new. It is a really good game, and honestly, I don't know if I would spend money on this game necessarily, but it's up to you guys. I would say, don't go and say, oh, I would spend all my money on this game. No, but don't hold back your money and say, I will never spend money on this game. Support it while it's new. Give it a little attention, because guess what, guys? This game could be something big down the line. It has got something fresh for you. It's different than Fortnite. It's different than all these other battle royale games, and it kind of mixes different elements of all these games, and it's pretty damn fun at the same time. It really is. I don't think the battle mechanics are all that great. It's a little floaty. It's a little offlandish, to be honest with you. And there was a one part where I will say, I've got a supply chest, okay? I'm going to tell you about the supply chest. Supply chests are kind of easy to find, but then there's these like supply crates that come out of the sky, and there's one special one that makes you into like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you're at a beach Bahama or something like that. I don't really know. All of a sudden, basically all the snow is like, you see the snow, but you can see through the walls of the game, you can see all the trees, you can see all these different things, but it's very hard to find enemies because there's so many things on screen that you can see that you previously could not see. It becomes a bit of a problem, and I got killed because of that. Him and me were both like beach bums from the 60s. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is I was able to see through walls. We're having a freaking party in our, like, I don't even know, sandals and shit. We were all going crazy, and the whole point is we were like beach bums or something, and we were fighting each other. I don't know what happened, and what I'm saying is there was some crazy shit that happened, and I felt like a hippie for like maybe 10 minutes until I died. It was a weird thing, okay? I went on an acid trip before I died in this game. That was crazy. Okay, you don't know what acid is, that's cool. Don't know what acid is. That is a good idea. Especially if you're a kid watching this, do not know what that is. But what I am saying, guys, is it was a trippy experience. I don't know what to explain from it, but all I know is I was in south in the Bahamas, and all of a sudden I'm fighting some guy who was also a little north of the Bahamas, but still in the Bahamas, and he was kicking my butt. It was called the beach party mode. The beach party mode. What? The beach party? How you gonna have a beach party in Canada? You ever heard of a Canada beach party? I've never heard of it. Canadian beach parties? Anybody want to go to a Canadian beach party? And therein lies the biggest problem with the Darwin Project. It's a bit confusing, it's hard to play, but it's also very fun. It's very energetic and gets you going moving, man. It makes you feel like you're alive. It's kind of crazy. It is a good time all around. You need to try it. It's definitely worth it. It's only 4 gigabytes, guys. 4 gigabytes. You guys have enough memory to install this game. Don't give me the bullshit on your PlayStation 4, Xbox One, whatever you call it. Just try the game out. It is a good old time. But I will say the game is a bit clunky in terms of the battle mechanics. It's definitely no Fortnite. It's definitely no Call of Duty. It is a bit more stricken, okay? It feels like a PC game ported to the PlayStation and Xbox, because it is. So try it out, guys. Whether you like it or not, I don't really care. I'm not sponsored by the game. I don't care who the makers of the game are. I've done no research on this video. To be honest with you, I've just played the game as an average consumer and enjoyed it. Hopefully you do enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below. Tell me what you guys think of this game. Is Darwin Project going to last? Is it going to be a good game? Do you like it? Why do you like it? If you don't like it, tell me in the comment section down below as well. It helps the developers and it helps me as well. So it's good to know what you guys think. But anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. Until next time, it's been Gamer Today.